So guys, welcome again back to my life. Today we're discussing some political issues or some pressing issues we have in Nigeria, especially our protests that the government have seen not to take serious. So, so we have come out to honor him as the convener or the planner of this protest happening in Nigeria, where you are asking Nigerians why and reasons why people should come out and protest because the government did not do anything during the 10 days protest that had happened in August. So you have seen that the government have refused to do something or turn blind eyes that will continue till they respond. So fearless in October protest to hold because Tinubu government failed to address 15 demands from Nigerians. So Nigerians had 15 demands for that caused that protest that happened 10th of August to 10th of August. And then the government did not see reason or did not reason that that thing is important to address. And then they felt so reluctant that they did not even do anything. And according to that, again, the most reason for that protest was fuel price. And then after that protest, the government also came out to increase the price of fuel pump price to tell you that they don't care or they're not afraid of anything, that we should go ahead and do as we wish. So they have come out to say that that protest is a must and must happen, and also cleared us on the reasons why we should come out and protest. In this video, I'll be showing you guys those reasons why he said that we should protest on this life rather. That this is the reasons why we must protest for order to get Nigeria back because Nigeria is far gone as I'm seeing it now. Because how can a whole protest happen and then the government are still doing what they want to do? They are still doing their mind. That means they don't care about anything. So I will read from this article so I can talk about the issue of this protest. And then if you have anything to say, you can comment in the comment section as we continue this line. So Omoyele Sowore, the convener of the Revolution Now movement, has explained that Nigerians are planning the forthcoming fairness in October protest because Nigerian government has failed to address the Nigerian government have failed to address their demands, which led to nationwide protest in August. In July, Solo released a comprehensive list of demands compiled from Nigeria seeking to address the country's pressing governance challenges under President Bola Tinubu's leadership. And one of the demands was to reduce the fuel price and reduce the rice and the price of rice and reduce the insecurities in Nigeria. And guess what? None of those demands were met, not even one. And then they went ahead to increase fuel price to tell that they don't even care or they don't send anybody in this country. They do what they think is best. And that's why people can come out and say that if you want to survive this country, that you should go through the hard times. That means that there's more hard times coming because this is looking like the baby stage of the hardship that happen in this country. Because you have seen it fuel, like the NLC say that so that would not be surprised if fuel gets to 5,000 naira per liter because that's where the government is taking us to. We're buying a liter of fuel happy, and if that happens, that means nobody will survive again in this country. Everybody will go into robbery, and everybody will go into kidnapping, and everybody will go into killing their neighbors just to survive. That's what the government wants, and that's what it's leading us. So that's why so we have to come out to say that people should come out and protest. That let us come out in October and give them because this is a revolution that is coming. Anything that will happen should happen because this life we're living in Nigeria is not life at all. This is not called life because everything is hard in this country. So he went on also to continue say that the document published on Sowere's Twitter account is a culmination of inputs gathered from citizens participating in the End Bad Governance in Nigeria campaign. This was aimed to mobilize Nigerians and hold their leaders accountable. Because in a system where that is not working, like let's bring it down to football club now. In a team that is not playing very well or not performing very well, the person held accountable is always the coach because the coach is the leader of that team. That means if anything is not working, the coach should be held accountable. Same goes with a country they are not working together, the president and the government are held accountable. But in the case of Nigerians, it's not so because protest is actually to show how people feel about a certain governance or a certain system that's not working. So the government have turned that against us. So to the point that we are now arresting the people that are planning for the protest. And I believe that one of the reasons for this coming protest is that the government should release everybody that was arrested during the August protest. That every single person that was arrested because the government actually arrested most people that were not persons during the August protest, and that's why they're saying that this protest must go, so that the government will also have to release those persons that was arrested during that protest in August. So he continued by saying that the charter of demand preceded the 10 days embargo protest, which started on August 1st. This national demonstration sought to amplify the voices of Nigeria to push for meaningful reforms. So, following the government inaction on their pressing demand, Nigeria staged massive protests across the country during the first 10 days of August. However, despite these public demonstrations, the government's recent policies and actions have demonstrated a disturbing lack of empathy and sensitivity towards the plight of its citizens. Seriously, the recent policies and actions of this government show that they don't even care or they don't have sympathy or they don't even have sensitivity on the hardship going on in this country. That's why the Vice President of Nigeria, Shitima, can boldly come and say that if the Nigerian youth cannot make 1-5, like 1-5 is not enough for Nigerian youth, that means that youth is lazy. That's what this government are doing. They come out in the public space and then they start stating things that if you see, you start crying. How can a VP come out and be saying such statements that 1-5 should be enough for Nigerian citizens, like 1-5 should be enough for a youth. 1-5, I'm telling you now, I cannot buy the tomato. I cannot buy tomato for cooking rice. 1-5 now cannot do anything. 1-5 cannot even do anything. 1-5 is not even enough for transportation to go to work these days because of the hike in fuel price. So the government has seen that it should be enough for the youth. Is that anything that amazing to hear from our government? So according to Sowore, the government's indifference has left Nigerians with no choice but to continue their protest. That's just it. Because if a protest demand is not being met, that means they must continue that protest. Just like yesterday, some parents in Lagos did a protest over the hike in body fees that happened in Lagos state, where the government said that um body fees should be increased from 5,000 naira to 100K. That is above 186% increment. So parents went there and they said they are not going to stop that protest until it's been reduced back to the normal price. So that's what the protest is meant for. That's what protest is used for. Protest is meant for government or a system to change back or to reform. But in Nigeria, they don't want to do that. So that's why so they say that that protest must continue till the government has to hear us. Even if it means changing to revolution, that this government must learn to listen to the masses. So that's just the issue that's happening right now in the country. So let me also read from the tweet or after the article. Beginning October 1st, 2024, the nationwide protest demonstration will persist until the Nigerian government demonstrates a willingness to address the outstanding demands. Just simple like that. If this government can come out and address the issues or the pressing needs of this country, then people will not have the reason to protest. People will not have the reason to protest. We all not happen in Kenya that there are many Nigerians to wake up and then protest that day 10 days August protest. Because after the protest made in Kenya, the government have to come out and address most of the issues that the citizens that they needed. So the government came out and then they addressed the issue. Then that means that no more protests in Kenya now, as I'm speaking to you now. But in Nigeria, the government always fail otherwise. Can you imagine if whole 10 days that yielded nothing? And so still people came out to waste their time because that time, what government actually means for that? We are wasting our time because how can you live everything you are doing for 10 good days and come out to protest and then the government didn't do anything or didn't even try to sympathize with the citizens? They don't care, they don't value the life of anybody. That's why you can see some politicians are people that are sponsoring these bandits and these talks to go and be killing people. That means they don't even bother about the lives of Nigerians. That's why you can see a senator that will see that the life of cows is more important than the life of a human being. To tell you the level of the kind of leadership we have in Nigeria, it says compelling life of human being to that of a cow. That's what senator you are arguing in a meeting like that. That's why that a bill was passed that if they should stop these cows from entering people's farm and fixing the farm because that's also the major reason why we have food scarcity in Nigeria. Because the life of people are in danger because of their farm, because of those cows and the herdsmen. So a bill was passed that if they should actually stop that. But guess what? The senators said no, that they don't want to stop that, that the life of a cow is more better than the life of a human being. That is how our government thinks. And I think that's why they're acting the way they are acting. So protesters will be demanding the immediate and unconditional release of all arrested and currently detained for parties must release every single person personnel to brutalize and harass protesters and media practitioners during the August protest. Why is my service out? Right. I think it's back. So now the two demands listed here was one that they must release those protesters that were arrested during the August protest, and secondly that the former the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, have to be sacked for allowing its personnel to brutalize and harass protesters and media practitioners during the August protest. So these are some of the demands that is leading to this October protest. And I think fuel scarcity is number one, but it's not listed here. But I guess it's also among the demands that we are asking that the government should address, or else that protest might or will resolve to revolution because Nigeria have been threatening this government protest and they are not doing anything. I think revolution will do the needful. So let's look at this headline now that says that have mercy on Enugu people. They are being crushed by heavy monthly taxation. Edoga tells Governor Pitamba in open letter because we all know the rate at which Pitamba actually pays taxes on those in Enugu state is very high demanding. And what I've seen, I've stated that a lot of roads in the Enugu have been destroyed by Governor Pitamba, and yet the roads is not yet being done. And most of the shops have been demolished in Enugu State, and yet nothing is being done there. Like in Enugu State right now, the report have stated that there are a lot of demolition there, and yet nothing is being built in Enugu State. That's how the governor is demolishing that. I don't know if it has an ulterior motive, but let us hope that they have a good motive for Enugu people. And then based on the issue of tax, that tax is too much on people because people are really suffering. And I think what a good governor should do is to make the life of the state residents to be easy and not making it more harder on them. That's what a good leadership is known for. But not in the case of Nigeria or in the case of its eastern governors. I think the only government in the eastern side that is actually working and making the life of people better is Governor Alex Oti, Governor of Abia State. We all know the little time given to him or little time he was in office, what he was able to achieve. He achieved what most governors could not achieve in 8 good years. The other governor I can say that is working is Governor Sowere, Governor of Rivers State. He has achieved what Wiki could not achieve for 8 good years. So if you're listening about governor that helps the state, you can list of these two. These two are sure that they have done better things in the state. But come down to Enugu or to Imo State, you start the governor are after the life of the citizens because I don't see a reason why a government will be imposing a huge tax on the masses, despite the hardship in the country, despite the hunger in the country, and yet the government have the mind or the capacity to be imposing such huge tax on them that they must pay it, or else they will sell the shop. That's exactly what happened when he came out. There was a time where that thing rained, or let's say the trend that Peter and Bar was closing people's shop down if you not pay tax. And if you take those shops now, they are struggling to survive because no profit is coming in, nobody's buying their product again because of the hardship of the country. And yet, when governor is adding, or the government is adding taxes on those businesses, then tell me how they intend to survive in that kind of pressing times. Because right now, all that Nigeria need is a leader with understanding, is a leader that has the people's mind, people's needs in mind, and that you don't have in the east, except in Abia State. And you all know even people like them are also in also was adding taxes. Like these eastern governors are even among the issues that we are facing in the east. Because I know where you can tell that we have governors in the east, and then there is this level of insecurities happening in the east. And this, remember, this is where Commander Chief is tweeted that I moved my business from Southeast to Lagos because of insecurity. This was tweeted on June 5th, 2024. Imagine the level of insecurity in Nigeria is at this peak, and then the government is not doing anything. Especially these eastern governors. What are they even doing? Because first of all, you start with the state governors before you then get the state government, before you then get to the federal government. Because the state government are doing nothing about the insecurity that in the east. The east is very, very insecure. And then I ask myself, what is the southeastern governors doing? What are the duties? Is it just to extort money from the citizens and then lavish the money because there's nothing else. Only thing you can hear is they're building road. It's not if your state is safe, then people can enjoy the road because now people hardly go on roads because it's no more secure. Any place you move, they will kidnap you, they will ask for ransom, and some people even kill after receiving those ransom. So, Commander Chief Peace have actually said that immediately he moved from the east to Lagos because of insecurity. And guess what? The government of Lagos State have actually sealed up his business. So let me read this tweet that said that Lagos State government seals Cubana chief priest fast food restaurants over noise pollution and other environmental infractions. Guess what? This is not the main reason. I think it's because he's an Igbo and because his business is doing so well in Lagos State. Like I said earlier in my life yesterday, that this country can never do without the Igbo. It's not possible to do without the because Igbos are builders. Go to Lagos State and you see most businesses there are being owned by the Igbos. And I think that's the main reason why that Lagos government is fighting those Igbos business that they should go. They should leave Lagos State. And I think if Igbo should leave Lagos State will suffer his most because let's take banana businesses as an instance now. If you go to that business now, you see a lot of youths that have been employed. At least those youths have been removed from society, not to enter into robbery and kidnapping. At least they have something doing that are being paid for. That is one good thing about the Igbos. The Igbos help a state to reduce the level of insecurity and the level of barbarity happening there. Because Kubana GP is now employing lots of youths. That reduced the amount of talks that might have increased in that state. But the government doesn't even think about that. All they think about is their personal interest. That the Igbos are doing too much in their state, that the Igbos are taking over the state, that the Igbos should go. Who does that? And I think that there was a saying that said that before that we are one in Nigeria. Then if you are one, why are they not doing this tribalism issue? Because there's no way to tell you are one, and they are saying that the Igbos should go out of your state because they are doing better than people in your state. That doesn't show a good leadership. So now they have set up and his businesses because of noise pollution, which I believe that there are other businesses like that owned by Yorubas that make the same noise, but those ones are not being sealed just because of community priest is an Igbo. But guess what? Igbos always survive. That's one thing about the Igbos. No matter what the government try to do, Igbos must survive. And then there is this trending news today. Since morning, I've been seeing this news. I say, okay, let's talk about it in my life. This issue of NLPC and Dangote. So let me read. So NNPC lied to Nigeria that they bought PMS at 899 at 8 naira per liter from Dangote. This country itself. That means this NLC, I think, because it's just I've seen their tweets up and down that Dangote is this one, Dangote is this one, Dangote is that one. But I think for me, I think this is envy, this is jealousy, or this is they are trying to pull down Dangote's business. But guess what? I don't think that is possible because Dangote is actually a solid structure in Nigeria. So this is what Dangote company actually released. Let me see if I can read it out for you guys. So he said, our attention has been drawn to a statement attributed to NLPCL spokesperson Mr. Ofemi Soneye that we sell our PMS at 898 naira, that is 898 per liter to the NLPCL. The statement is both misleading and mischievous. This deliberately aimed at undermining the milestone achievements recorded today, September 15, 2024, towards addressing energy insufficiency, and insecurity, which has delivered the economy in the past 50 years. So to me, I think this actually, I like put it, I think this is actually envy, or this is actually NNPCL trying to pull down Dangote's business. I don't think they can even succeed because Dangote have come, like what I've heard or what I saw online, that at least he have come to reduce this issue of scarcity of fuel, because we all know the long queues we used to have in the station because of lack of fuel. So now Dangote have come out to step up the game, and then they help Nigeria. And then LPC are here, telling lies that this and this and this and this. So I think this is envy. Nigeria can never work because Nigeria is never one. You see, Nigeria is never one. Let's look at another headline that said, "What is this government telling us? Is it that 50,000 naira lights can barely last for a month now?" This is insane. This tweet actually had a video, but I could not play it, so I'll just explain the video for you guys. So the video of a man, a family man, actually asking his son, like, how come the light is finished? That they swapped a light 10,000 naira that barely lasted for 1 week. So I said that this is very, very insane. That what is this country turning into, that you cannot, that means you have to subscribe or sub like 5 times in a month for you to have a light in your house. And the government does not even give us, and the fuel is not even conducive, or the fuel price is not even good or attainable, that people can say, okay, let's be managing the fuel and then there's more light. Because the fuel is cut, so people have to stop, leave fuel alone, and then focus on the light that the government are giving. But guess what? 50K is not even anything for 1 month. Then I ask myself, how much does person earn that he will use 50K to buy light, to stop for light, and then it's not even enough. There are many things happen in this country. This country is tiring. This country is tiring. This country has tired many, 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 lots of people. So the person tweeted that it is clear that official that Tinubu is an irresponsible individual. You are just a fraudster and a mafia. I don't know how we get here now. How we an ex-con be our president in the first place. I think the person that treated this team must actually be a team supporter in the first place, because how can you be saying this? That how do we get here? Or how was it the president in the first place? Whereas we have some persons in Nigeria that are in their normal senses that went to support APC, some talks that are going to be bought by how much 115 to go and manipulate the result. When we have, I don't think anybody should put in Nigerians in this shaky, because we put ourselves in this mess. Because during the last election, people that manipulated that changed those results are Nigerians. People that actually hired talks to go and fight polling units are also Nigerians. And people that agreed to be bribed are also Nigerians. So that's why all of us are passing this sugar, and all of us will get to the root of this sugar. To all of us now have sense. Because I don't see this is why somebody that's in this hardship in this country, that's suffering in this country, we agreed to be bribed with how much for you to go and terminate, or let's say to tamper with the result of the election, for you to agree to go and disrupt an election, which we all know we are looking for something positive. We all know who we voted for, and we all know why we voted that person. And then some persons in Nigeria, with their common sense, have to agree for to be bribed, and then going to go and do some things is very, very sad. And shocking is that anybody earning 400K, 500K, 600K in Nigeria now can barely, when I mean, can barely feed his family in Lagos State now, because the food is very, very costly. Everything in Nigeria is costly. Then you can imagine where 500K cannot feed the family. Talk more of somebody that's earning 13,000, 20,000, 50,000 naira a month. How will that person now feed his or her family? And then some persons, I think if it's possible to find those people that haven't tampered with results, and people that was allowed bribed to cover their dignity, I think they should be punished, because there's no way you tell me that we are in normal sense and we are in this state in this country, everybody is hungry and suffering. But you agree yourself to bribe with chicken change, and then we are now in this mess, and then you are the one crying that the government is the worst. And believe me not, this Tinubu government affected the north and most, because that's why they are the ones crying more that Tinubu government is this and that, Tinubu government should be removed, this and that. But guess what? It's not possible because Tinubu have entered and Tinubu have to stay there till his 8 good years, or else some things happen, which means everybody coming out in this October protest to protest that Tinubu should resign, or they should give us good policies and good governance. That's what Nigeria needs now. Nothing else but good governance and good policies. So guys, thank you guys for tuning into this live. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Share your friends to do the same. Help us grow by sharing to your friends the link of our life, because we'll be discussing some matters arising this night. Stay tuned, guys. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Stay tuned. We'll be giving you guys another headlines that we'll talk about. See you guys.